Hello again, my dear students. Today let us continue our history class, chapter 5, Architecture as Par. I have chosen 4 important topics to discuss for today. First, a case study about Shah Jahan, the engineer king. Next, the power of architecture. And the 3 M's of Mughal architecture: materials, men and money. And finally, regional architecture. Page number 59 to 62 of our history textbook. First, let's see case study, Shah Jahan, the engineer king. Shah Jahan was also known as the engineer king. Most of his works were in his favorite medium, marble. Some of his masterpieces are the city of Shahjahanabad, Lal Kila or the Red Fort, Moti Masjid in Agra, the Jama Masjid at Delhi, and the Taj Mahal at Agra. Shah Jahan built a new capital for himself called Shahjahanabad. It was the 7th city of Delhi. Its construction began in 1638 CE and was completed in 1649 CE. The Red Fort is rectangular in shape and is built along the river Yamuna. It has 2 main gates, the Delhi Gate and the Lahore Gate. Inside, there are several notable buildings such as the Diwan-e-Am, the Diwan-e-Khas, and the Rang Mahal. The Red Fort was the residence of the royal family till the mid-19th century CE. The Jama Masjid is the largest mosque in India. It is built on a raised platform to impart a sense of grandeur. The main entrance is on the eastern side, led by a flight of stairs. 3 bulbous domes in white marble rise above the sanctuary. It is made of red sandstone with white marble for the inlay work. The Taj Mahal in Agra is the grandest and the most famous monument built by Shah Jahan, built in memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. Its construction began in 1631 CE and was completed in 1653 CE. Built in pure white marble, the building stands on a high marble platform surrounded by gardens. Above this structure rises a beautiful dome, topped with an inverted lotus finial and a metallic pinnacle. There is a slender pillar or minaret at each of the 4 corners of the platform. Now, moving on to the power of architecture. The rulers of the medieval period built spectacular and grand structures. The historical value of a monument depended on its association with a great king or a saint. Sometimes the ruler tried to show their power and position through the monuments. It was also a way of legitimizing their rule. Rulers like the Lodis left behind their tombs for the future generation to remember them. According to Oleg Graber, ostentation, which is an expression of power, is rarely absent from Islamic architecture. Rulers also announced their victories in wars through architecture, as can be seen in the Victory Tower at Chittor and the Buland Darwaza at Fatehpur Sikri. The 3 M's of Mughal architecture: materials, men, and money. We have read about the huge projects that were constructed during the Mughal period. A few important questions need to be asked at this stage. Where did the materials come from? How were the kings able to finance these projects? How was labor organized for these buildings? The early monuments erected by Humayun and Akbar used sandstone extensively. They had access to various stones used as building materials. The red sandstone was extremely useful in making the walls and roofs. Indian masons also found it easier to work with this material. Soon, white marble came to be used along with red sandstone. During Shah Jahan's reign, it was often the sole medium used. During his reign, lavish amount of money was spent on architecture. The Taj Mahal was constructed using material obtained from all over India and Asia. The Persian influence on Mughal architecture is evident. This is because Persian artisans, sculptors, calligraphers, and architects flocked to the Mughal court. When Humayun returned from his exile in Persia, he brought with him many artists. The blending of Indian elements in the Persian style is also evident. Again, if we look at the Taj Mahal, a huge labor force was employed. It is said that more than 20,000 workers were employed. Many of them came from North India. In addition, sculptors from Bukhara, calligraphers from Syria, and stonecutters from Balochistan were engaged in the project. Needless to say, the grandeur of the projects required vast amounts of money. The Taj Mahal alone is said to have cost 32 million rupees at the time of its construction. The growth of towns and cities and the flourishing commerce meant that the state coffers were used liberally to finance the project. Regional architecture. The kingdoms of Bengal, Gujarat, and the Deccan also developed their unique architectural style. The use of nature-inspired architectural forms is marked in Hyderabadi monuments like the Charminar. The Hyderabadi monuments are known for their use of pineapple-like domes and minarets and columns which were modeled on palm trees. The most famous Bijapur building is the Gol Gumbaz, which has the largest single dome in India. During Aurangzeb's reign, as Mughal architecture went into a rapid decline, regional architecture witnessed a revival. The contact with the Islamic courts influenced the development of architecture in the Rajput kingdoms. The Rajput palaces saw extensive use of color, mural work, mother of pearl, and gilt for decorative purposes. The gold lacquer work is used in structures in Bikaner is quite exceptional. The palaces in Himachal Pradesh, such as the Sultanpur Palace in Kulu and the Rang Mahal in Chamba, also have fine chitrasalas. In the south, Sri Sailam Temple in Andhra Pradesh is noted for its folk-influenced style, in which scenes from the epics have been portrayed. The Ramanathapuram Palace is known for its beautiful wall paintings. Monuments as a source of history. Monuments are a window into the architectural, social, artistic, military, and cultural tradition of the past. They tell us about the lavish lifestyles of the royalty and the elite classes which built these monuments. The carvings, calligraphy, and decoration show us the artistic style of the past. The inscription presents on certain monuments reveal the dates of construction and names of the builders. They may also reveal details of any restoration or repair work which may have taken place. Gifts offered by the royalty, the nobility, and traders are recorded. The details of the military campaigns and the conquests of different monarchs are also recorded. Sometimes the details of some monuments are recorded in the contemporary manuscript. They help us to understand whether the monuments have changed since they were built. Local administration, economy, and society can be studied through the monuments in the area. Our study of history is incomplete without understanding the architecture of the past. With this, we have covered our lesson, Chapter 5, Architecture as Per. I would like to request you to kindly go through your textbook from page number 59 to 62. Let us conclude our class for today. Thank you.